Welcome back to 20 Years of Doom. Part 2, Wolfenstein 3D Spear of Destiny. This came out, I want to say, 4 months after Wolf 3D. Basically, this was just an expansion thing id was doing while John Carmack was working on his new engine. And it has a new few tunes from our good friend Robert Prince III.
Ooh. Now, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, ominous.
They're really, the ominous bit tunes.
Ominous ad-lib.
Mm-hmm.
It's something ad-lib excels at, if I might say.
So I meant to ask this earlier, but for those of us who are less educated on older sound fonts, what is ad-lib?
See, I don't exactly know myself because I wasn't collecting hardware back in the day, but as I understand it, it was basically like a sound card you could buy, and this is what the music sounded like on it.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
like a chipset. Like the SNES has its own sound font, the Genesis has its own sound font, and this is the ad-lib sound font.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I now know, I retroactively know what you were talking about.
Actually, there is a YouTube channel called Lazy Game Reviews. He does a bunch of cool reviews of old games, and also he did this one video that was like a history of PC game music, where he did like the soundtrack for Secret of Monkey Island from like, I guess, PC speaker sounds, I might be wrong on that, to, I guess, General MIDI or maybe even Redbook CD audio. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, wow.
But he does like a whole evolution of PC sound stuff in one video.
I will have to take a look at that.
But yeah.
And then I'll forget.
So, something about this, it's an interesting pattern for id Software that lasts for 2 series is the first game they do a shareware thing and also mail order copies of the full game. For this one, they got a company called FormGen to distribute it through retail. So this game came in a big PC box.
Nice.
Yeah. Wish I had it, but alas. I could probably find it on eBay somewhere, but I don't want to spend money.
Probably. Yeah. Get a Doom box instead.
Right? Oh yeah. Also, later on, I think it was FormGen too. They released Wolfenstein 3D retail, and that came with like a boxed copy of Doom shareware.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now that's a real deal sealer right there.
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of what they're doing today with Doom. Like, you buy Wolfenstein and you get early access to Doom.
Oh shit! Wow, I hadn't even considered that.
Seems history repeats itself.
Hey, that's not a bad thing, because if it does, then just like Wolf 3D being revolutionary and New Order being pretty damn good,
Oh yeah,
Doom 4
man.
seems to be, if it does repeat itself, gonna be pretty awesome.
The future seems bright.
It does. I can't wait for it to be quashed out horribly somehow.
Oh man, don't say things like that.
Hey man, I'm betting like over $1,000 on Star Citizen. I'm as optimistic as it gets.
Alright, you want to know the story behind this game?
Of course I do.
Alright, from the manual, it reads as follows. Spear of Destiny, as Adolf Hitler rises to power. With the power of cold steel and hot lead, Hitler is determined to mold his fatherland into a glorious Third Reich, a new holy empire. As a youth, he was ambitious for priesthood, but now Hitler sets his sights on loftier goals. Comparing himself to the Messiah and claiming to speak to the will of God, he falls deeper within his own twisted occult mentality. A psychotic desire to be the second coming leads him to the quest for all legendary icons of Christianity. The artifact that Hitler covets most is the Spear of Destiny, the weapon that was used to pierce the side of Christ while he was nailed to the cross. According to legend,
that's what it is.
Yeah. According to legend, no man can be defeated with this spear in his possession. For centuries, great leaders of Prussia and Germany had rode to victory with a spear at their side. But after World War I, it was taken from Germany and placed under glass in a museum in Versailles. Hitler becomes determined to retrieve it, and while France is struck by the German Blitzkrieg, or Lightning War, the Spear of Destiny is quietly taken from Versailles and shipped to a stronghold in Germany. Sanctified with the blood of Christ and hardened in the hands of warriors, the spear is Hitler's most prized possession. With it, he believes himself to be invincible. Letting Providence dictate his course, he sends armies across Europe with the conviction of a madman and the assurance of a sleepwalker. Nothing can withstand the awesome power of Blitzkrieg, and millions fall prey to Hitler's armies.
The assurance of a sleepwalker is a pretty good metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped.
Yep.
Except for the fact that we're back in the plaque maze.
Yeah. Can't get enough of that plaque. Also, this
Yeah, those.
this song is called Funky Colonel Bill.
I don't know. It's a little low key.
Yeah. Little low-key funk 12-bar blues thing. Actually, that's a Bobby Prince thing a lot. He likes to do 12-bar blues, which I don't know if you know what that is. It's basically...
Not a clue.
It's just like a simple chord progression that a lot of blues music uses.
Ah, okay. It kind of sounds like the thing I'd be into, because, I don't know, again, getting some Toe Jam and Earl vibes from this.
Well, Toe Jam and Earl are funky.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, two
Wait.
floors.
Did you just shoot that switch, or
Oh,
just
no.
hit the...
I don't
Okay.
know why I fired there. It's a mystery to everyone.
Yeah, that's not in video games yet.
Also, another thing with that pattern I mentioned before with two particular game series, along with this being retail, it's also not split into episodes, so it's just a straight shot from beginning to end.
Oh, wow.
Yep, it's a full 20 floor campaign with new bosses and a new item, which is the ammo box. Wait, shh. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's... Oh.
Man.
I can't tell if I like that more.
I know. Chain gun sounds pretty
man.
good in this game.
Oh.
Like, you thought the previous chain gun sound was the sound of your doom coming down the hallway. That sound, it's like that, but ominous.
That's the... I can't even put it into words. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I think we have Bobby Prince to thank for that.
I think that needs to be in video games in the future.
It's in a certain wad starring a certain person with the name Jay in their name. Fun fact.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't... Oh, wow.
Well, it's in a super secret area. Spoilers.
Oh,
Very far
okay,
future
then.
spoilers, but yeah.
It's okay. Nobody knows what we're talking about. It's fine.
They will.
They will.
We'll make glib mentions of it every now and then.
Build the hype.
Yeah, keep the
Bit
mystery.
at a time.
I mean, it won't
People
live up
going-
to any hype whatsoever, but we're gonna build it. Also, this is a pretty good song, I think.
Is this gonna get you?
Yeah, it's a nice little 3/4 ditty. I know
It's a
that
pretty
means
good
nothing to
name,
you.
too.
You don't. Do you even know about time signatures, son?
Vaguely.
Well, you see, I'm not gonna explain time signatures on an LP video.
Can make an effort post or something.
No.
Yeah. Nope. Go wiki it. Sorry.
YouTube.com/Andrew Fermancic. No, Liper. He teaches piano. He's pretty cool.
All right.
Another plug. LYPUR. Liper. How to play piano. Guy in Canada. Wacky hair. Pretty cool guy. Teaches you piano and also music theory.
All right. Well, now I know. Now I know what to do after we're done watching this. Except not really, because we're probably just gonna do more of this.
If you're so inclined. So there's a reason I'm not speeding up this level. I don't know if you've noticed the pattern for how I choose to speed up levels, but, well,
I haven't so far.
yeah,
Unless you stop around secrets,
yeah, well,
which you seem to do sometimes.
sometimes. Basically, I'm just,
Yeah.
I keep in the entire level where there's a secret exit in it. That's what I've been doing, in case nobody's been following that. But yeah, this level has a secret exit, and there are 2 secret floors in this game.
So, is that 20 whole levels still, or is that 20 plus 2?
The game ends on floor 18, so it's 20 levels.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
We got 4 new bosses, 4, 5-ish new bosses. Spoilers, I know. Also, I'm really looking for that secret exit or something. I don't know. I seem to be lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Good thing I'm talking about things.
Just gotta, fill the gap.
Gotta keep this train going. We got like 20 years of first-person shooters ahead of us.
It's alright. We'll have a lot to talk about over those first-person shooters. They thankfully did not all remain Wolf 3D with new textures.
Oh god. Could you imagine like what games would be like today if like id hadn't made these games?
Oh god.
Like
what if like the first major commercial revolutionary game release was something a la Super Mario Brothers and not Wolf 3D?
Well, to be fair, Mario Brothers was groundbreaking, but
it was, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't Wolf 3D though. Is the thing?
Exactly.
A PC installable first-person shooter game.
Yep. Aw, man.
With shareware, no less, so people could get part of it for free.
Yeah. Spread
for free.
No advertising budget whatsoever. Just spread it by word of mouth.
Yep, and didn't have to buy a game console or anything because people were installing it on their workstations at their work with computers that they didn't even own.
Not this game, though. It was sold retail.
Oh. Yeah, not this one, but Wolf 3D originally. Shareware and such.
Also, I had a story about Wolf 3D that I wanted to share during that, but I kind of missed the chance to.
Oh no.
And it's kind of spoilers, but in Doom 2, there's a secret Wolfenstein level, and I'll get into more about that later, but basically, my sister had seen my dad playing Wolfenstein 3D, and also me playing the Wolfenstein level, and she was confused as to why there wasn't a big guy with 2 chain guns running around. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I spent like hours looking around the Wolfenstein map for this secret guy, but he just wasn't there.
Oh man. Yeah, that's gotta be pretty frustrating, because, well, I mean, part of that is little kids lie like that all the time, but at the same time, it wasn't a lie.
Yeah, it wasn't a lie. Also,
yeah.
I think, oh, it's not here. There's some level where there's just lamps arranged in a swastika. Because, you know, that's the design for Wolfenstein 3D.
Love to imagine Hitler's just walking through these facilities that he's had, you know, designed for him, and just walks across this this big open empty space and says, I want these lamps arranged in a swastika. It needs to brighten up the room a little bit. Like, just, it's, you know, just these weird sort of psychomaniacal things. Very small, but...
Like he tells the architects, like on the blueprints, no! Needs more swastikas!
I want this whole facility to be swastikas!
Sir, we can only do it for 1 floor. Fine! No. It will be floor 2!
And then that whole floor was swastikas.
Yep.
It really was. Man, that's gotta look weird from the outside, if, like, they don't have any filler wall in between. So there's just a floor with a bunch of gaps in it.
Actually, now that you mention it, the way this engine works, more on that again. Basically, the tile maps are subtractive, I believe. So, any space you want to play in, you have to delete from a square of just endless bricks.
Oh.
I think that's how it works. So technically there is filler all throughout, but...
so you're literally carving levels.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yep. And of course you can change, like, the color of certain, you know, wall tiles. It's interesting how this works.
So, I know this is a little bit off topic, but the way that you phrase that is kind of how I always imagined null space in the build editor.
Oh, really?
You were kind of, yeah, I kind of imagined that you were sort of like creating an open space in a bunch of solid space, so to speak.
You know, not to... Oh, that's the normal exit. Don't go that way if you want secrets. But funny that you mention it. The Unreal Engine actually is like that. Like, it's completely...
Really?
Yes, completely subtractive BSP geometry. So, like, you start with, like, endless matter, I suppose, and you just carve levels out of that.
Neat.
Modern
And
Unreal
are we-
Engine? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, so you were talking about Unreal Engine 1?
Yeah, that was like the first
Okay.
few Unreal Engines, but as it got modernized, it started so you could start with either an additive level or a subtractive level, so you could start with either endless matter or zero
Oh.
matter as far as geometry.
Ah, so that's how you do indoor levels.
Yep.
Neat.
Well, it's also how they had to do outdoor levels in Unreal 1, which must have been a pain.
Parallax skyboxing. It's alright.
Yep.
Everything will be a-okay. Just fake the sky. It's really there, but it's not.
It's there if you believe hard enough.
Yeah. Just don't get on like too tall of a ladder or anything.
Don't touch the sky. Oh man, you can do that in like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Oh man, that game.
Yeah. Something about it.
Really, really mixed feelings about it.
Yep. That's really all there is to say about it. Mixed feelings.
Yep.
It's good in its own right, but it could have been a real Banjo game.
It would have been. Here's the thing. It would have been a better game if it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Banjo-Kazooie.
That's like one of the arguments I hear and totally agree with. But yeah. Some
Yeah.
cameo Nuts and Bolts, I guess. I don't know. Something else rare.
Yeah.
Can't rely on your big... Whatever. We're off on a
Whatever.
side tangent. It's the secret
Microsoft
exit.
ruined everything. That was the moral of the story. Sorry.
Young Conquer.
Yeah. Oh God. That's.
Alright, so this is
Hey,
the secret
Jazz-
level. Yeah, it gets a pretty swanky tune, and also brings the return of mutants. Oh God.
Oh God.
So the secret level likes to have mandatory push walls that you have to go through to proceed in the level, which kind of sucks, but whatever. They're not hard to find. And also, this level is really hard, as you might imagine.
If I had to take a guess, it is a secret level, so
Yep.
difficulty spike.
Oh yeah, I also love this magenta brick texture. It's just so garish, and I love it.
I have to wonder what the architect said about that, or the painters rather.
Hitler's talking about the secret floor must have magenta bricks.
Doesn't matter where, but it needs to have like a mandatory required minimum amount of footage of wall painted magenta.
But specifically magenta bricks.
Yes. And like a darker magenta too.
God, there's just something about magenta and cyan in a DOS game that makes me happy.
It's... yeah.
Just so good.
Part of it is the, I don't know. I really can't put my finger on it. What?
But it's like
I
a
thought I
DOS
had it for a
specific
moment,
thing
but-
too. Like
Yeah.
something about DOS and the fact that they have magenta and cyan together.
I think because I really can't imagine anywhere else I've seen those two colors together, and it's just those two specific, very strong colors being used so often.
Actually-
Well, not even often for the magenta, but for the cyan.
What that makes me think of is, do you know about CGA graphics?
CGA, maybe.
Color graphics array. Basically, it was one of the first
Oh,
color video cards ever, and it could do 4 colors. And the most common
Oh,
color scheme,
man.
I believe, was white, black, magenta, and cyan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there's some... I think it looks pretty interesting. You know, old computer graphics, CGA, 4 colors.
I'd have to see what a screen that can only have those 4 colors would be able to render for you.
You know-
I'm really curious now.
Not getting ahead of myself again. Somebody actually did a CGA renderer for Doom.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it was really weird. And they had like a bunch of different color configurations. But like they had to use like cyan for green and also like white and magenta for like red and also like mix it with white to get kind of fake brown. It was interesting.
Huh.
I recommend looking that up. I'll probably put an annotation to all these videos I'm mentioning here today.
Yeah, we got quite a list to go through.
Yeah.
A lot of extra content for you.
Yeah, Lazy
folks.
Game Reviews, Liper, CGA Doom. Never forget.
Probably will right after we're done.
It's okay, we got it recorded. It's never forgotten.
Yeah. Unless my hard drive forgets. Or yours.
Yeah,
Actually,
let's just hope
they
for the
both
best.
have to forget.
Let's just pray on it.
Alright. Who am I praying to today?
Tim.
Okay. I don't know how this prayer goes, so I'm not gonna try. I'm
Alright,
too tired to make some holier than thou bullshit.
thanks. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah.
Thank Tim
Yeah.
for hard drives.
Tim, thank you for hard drive. Wait. Who did invent the hard drive?
I don't know.
I know that's like a really oddball stoner train of thought, but I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
I wonder how somebody decided that a spinning magnetic disc would be a good medium for storing ones and zeros.
Well, some would argue like Galileo invented the CPU, which there kind of are good arguments for. Like he did have like machines that could store numbers or something, if I'm not mistaken, which I probably am. Probably just crazy.
I mean, I think that's a different kind of...
Or maybe it was Da Vinci, I don't
computer.
know. Copernicus, one of those old-timey scientists.
Yeah, although it was more... I mean, it wasn't a machine that specifically stored
Yeah, there was something...
data, but
Yeah,
some sort of machine system that could be seen as like a primitive computer
yeah,
or
basically.
computational device. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm sure Wikipedia knows more than I.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, that Wikipedia guy.
Wikipedia guy.
Yeah.
What about him?
You know, guy who works in the corner at the office. Mr. Wikipedia.
Okay, I'll just take your word
He
for it.
Yeah, he sure knows a lot.
Also, this is a really nifty secret because it's got a bunch of health and 2 1-ups. And I come back here often because this level wrecks me.
It's also got an ammo box, which really good, I'm imagining, as long as you don't walk over it when you have 98 bullets.
Yeah.
Oops.
Another thing, I don't think I mentioned this anywhere. The 1-up gives you like 25 bullets in addition to 100% health.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's why you didn't grab the other one.
Yep. Also, this is, I think, the final stretch of this level, and it's just a bunch of locked doors and hallways with a bunch of guys in it. When a bit low on health, gonna go back to the secret. Don't tell anybody. You didn't tell anybody, did you?
There's nobody here to tell except you.
God.
Does that count?
No.
Okay.
So I had to come back immediately because there was, man.
Yeah.
Okay, no more whining.
Oh. Alright, you caught him.
Got it.
Caught him off guard.
Got it, coach.
Or on guard, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so I was mentioning in parts.
Hot dog. Sorry.
Man, that threw me way off track. Damage.
I think that's the first time I've heard that in a while.
The damage I described how that was calculated before. The same also applies to the enemies. So if you get the jump on them and they're not moving, you do a lot more damage to them.
Nice. That's actually a pretty neat system.
Alright, so approximately every 5 floors in this game you get a boss level, which are far more difficult than the ones in Wolfenstein 3D, as we'll see later.
Well, as an expansion, you can only expect it to have more content, but also be more difficult, because, I mean, hey, if you want the easy game, play the original.
Yeah, this game is way harder than Wolf 3D, I have to say.
Can't wait to see your death count after this one.
Oh, man. I already know what the final count is, and I'm ashamed.
Oh. Coming from you, that makes me raise my eyebrows.
It's pretty bad.
Since, you're the guy that schools me at Doom with, one hand tied behind his back, and an eye patch, or a blindfold. Take a pick, really.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh, God.
We're gonna ignore that for now and clear out this room. Sweep that under the rug for later.
Yeah, just, what they say, sweep all your problems under the rug and
It's the
deal with them when you're ready.
DDD principle. Delay, destroy something, I don't know. It's a psychology
Delay,
thing.
destroy, hot dog.
Yeah, the third D is hot dog. Alright, here he is, the first boss of
God.
Spear of Destiny. We got a new screen and everything because it's a new game.
He's like Evil Gross.
Yeah, it's Trans Gross.
Oh, it is Transgross.
Yep. Alright, who do you think his favorite brother is?
God. Okay.
Yep. Nailed it.
Yep.
Hey!
The gross family ties run deep.
Yep.
You don't want to mess with one, because you're going to mess with all of them.
So this is technically BJ's first encounter with a gross.
That's quite the encounter.
Yep. Also, there's just this really long hallway full of magenta bricks.
I'm okay with this.
Yep.
I'm really okay with this.
There's nothing in it, but it's here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have a little bit of cyan at the bottom middle of your
Yep, I
screen.
got that cyan to make me happy.
Yep. Yep.
And all we get is 3 guards and an ammo box. Great.
Oh, okay.
That's the grand prize for going through this labyrinth.
Well, I mean, ammo box important. You're fighting a boss, so.
Yeah, but usually in the boss levels, they're just secret rooms completely filled with ammo.
Well, gotta make things hard now.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fair. Alright, since I went in there, I lost track of Tron, so I gotta go find him, but I gotta be careful. He could be around any of these corners.
He could also corner you.
And that's one thing I like about Wolf 3D is the boss levels. They seem kind of tense because you don't know what corner they're gonna be behind.
Yeah, that's something that I really miss about older games, and boss fights specifically, is that newer bosses are all QTE scripted, boss goes through phases, does all this stuff. It's very, bashing heads together,
Yep.
face to face. I miss the tension of older boss fights where you sort of had to manipulate the map to your advantage and kind of either play with the boss or if you lose track of them, you lose track of them.
Yep.
That's scary.
Don't know where he is. He doesn't appear to be in this room at all, so I think I'm gonna leave and go somewhere else.
Okay.
I don't know where he went. He's lost. Lost in translation.
What the?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, goodness.
Found him.
Sort of snuck up on you there.
To cover up the horrible thing I said. Good night, everyone. Okay, I got him.
Alright.
Nailed it.
Oh wow, that was very not gory compared to the past bosses.
Yeah, the Gross family doesn't seem to disintegrate as much as, say, Hitler.
They're moderately bullet resistant.
Alright, Transgross defeated.
Alright.
Death reel.
Oh, what? Oh, well, that sucks.
Yep. Floor 19. That secret floor. I died right in front of 2 1-ups.
That's gotta hurt.
Yep.
I mean, you know, death generally does, but that's like extra hurt.
Yeah, it's like in Half-Life where there's like scientists dead next to medkits.
Or, you know, like right under a health station.
Yeah.
Against the wall.
Yeah, just reaching for it, but he dies before he can touch it. Poor Barney.
That's a pretty memorable scene.
Yep. Alright.
All Gordon had to do was like grab his arm and drag him the extra 5 inches to touch his finger to it to get blood injection or magical healing juice, whatever the hell it is.
Just couldn't do it. Alright, so we got
All right,
total deaths
8,
for this
that's not
game,
bad.
and then a grand total for all games.
Oof.
It's gonna be a big
Climbing.
number by the end, I assure you.
Yeah. You're gonna break 100, easy.
Yeah, definitely, by the end of this game.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how many more you add next time.
Yep, next time.